Better start my music too. Where's my Spotify? There we go. I better share. We are not professional. I am not professional. Okay. Is it started? It is starting. So it's probably recording all of this too. Welcome to Embodied Life. My name is Susan, and I'll be just talking today. I wanted to share about something that has come to light in my own life, and I believe it will resonate with many people. And so just allowing your body to just get into a listening mode, listening, contemplating, meditating kind of posture, trusting the Holy Spirit to lead us and guide us into all truth. This beautiful Holy Spirit that Yeshua, the man, Jesus, who we call the Christ, breathed on his disciples and said, receive the Holy Spirit, this Holy Spirit that is the very power of God that resides in each and every human being in this beautiful temple body. And as we allow this body to be present, and we're mindful and we're aware, and we allow thoughts to come and go, I wanted to have us consider a state of flow, which many of us are beginning to tap into. This state of flow that feels, I think for many of us, like the first time that we're actually living. This state of flow that feels like being led by Christ, being yoked together in a really loving and gentle way, not in a traditional yoking kind of feeling where the yoke itself might feel heavy. There's no heaviness. There's no heaviness when we walk with Christ. In fact, he says that his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So this state of flow, this flow state, is this embodied awareness that God is with us in the moment, every moment. This eternal now kind of state of consciousness that Eckhart Tolle talks about. So that flow state is really lovely and helps to bring us out of this numbness. Now, this numbness is really the heart of today's meditation. There is a psychologist whose name I will not attempt to read. It looks to be about 20 or 30 characters long, and it starts with a C. I'm going to call him Dr. C. And he developed these levels of psychology, I guess, where he put challenge on the y-axis and then skill on the x, and then this circular kind of flow of different levels of psychology. Anxiety, arousal, flow, control, relaxation, boredom, apathy, and worry in different colors. And I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't know too much about it, but what stood out for me is that apathy is in directly opposite flow on this grid, this graph. And I never realized before that apathy has been a tool of mine to protect myself from feeling. And not just feeling bad feelings, which apathy can actually be a welcome experience if overwhelming, heavy grief, mournful feelings are involved. Apathy can be a sense of relief. But even from joy and this term avolition, or a synonym which I just found out today, anhedonia, defined as the reduced ability to experience pleasure or a total loss of interest in previously enjoyed activities. This is a state that I think if we feel overwhelmed by emotions can somehow bring a sense of relief to many, because that the vibration of neutrality, if we're looking at, I always forget his name, maybe you can put it in the chat, Janine or somebody, David, I think his first name is. Anyway, he created the levels of consciousness scale. Neutrality is actually above Hawkins. Thank you, David Hawkins. Yeah. Neutrality is just above courage. Courage being at 200 hertz, and then neutrality being at 250. So neutrality in itself, and in fact, apathy, I wouldn't even say is necessarily a bad level of consciousness. It's just a lower level of consciousness below courage. Apathy is. Neutrality is above courage. But I suppose that the focus, again, is this reduced ability to experience pleasure, a loss of interest in previously enjoyed activities. Just take a breath there. This was news to me because this is how I've lived most of my life. From childhood to teenage years to young adulthood, and probably most of my adult life. I would say yes. Yes, all of my adult life up until previously, up until currently. Anhedonia. I would often become annoyed with people, experts really, who would say, of course you've experienced joy in your life. Because I couldn't remember a joyful memory. Well, didn't you get to play? Didn't you get to do some things that were fun? Well, yeah. I remember going to the beach with my family. I remember Christmas time with my family. I remember playing alone a lot. But a real sense of joy, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. A true, profound, genuine, free from what? Free from fear, free from needing to protect myself, free from needing some kind of buffer between me and some kind of external drama or negative emotions or other people's fears. And many, 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 many of us have resigned ourselves to this avolition or this anhedonia, this belief that, you know what, it's okay if we don't experience the fullness of joy until we die, because, we're in this world, and when we die, then we'll be free from fear, we'll be free to be ourselves, we can be genuine, we can be authentic, because we know that we're one with God. So just take a breath or two, just feel what you're feeling in your body. You might feel it in your belly. You might feel it in your forehead, your temples. You might feel it in your low back. You might feel it in your legs. And there's nothing that you have to do to change that. I just want you to know that there's nothing that you have to do other than just be aware that you resonate. Just be aware that you know what that's like to be in a space of apathy, this fear of feeling, to the point where you can't even feel what true joy is anymore. And many of us, especially in this group, kind of fight against that. We kind of feel that we don't want to not feel. We want to acknowledge that feelings are actually part of being in flow. And we also want to include all feelings in that, and not just what we would term positive feelings or good emotions. But because in this world we'll have trials, Jesus said so himself, in this world you'll have tribulation, but take courage, for I have overcome the world. We want to come into that awareness that just like Jesus in his earth body, in this material temple body, how he overcame the world, we want to overcome the belief that we can experience pleasures forevermore at God's right hand while in this body. We want to actually challenge that belief, and we want to be able to feel all feels and choose life and blessings. Choose abundant life. Choose joy, all the fruit of the Spirit, in increasing measure. And I know that there might be some deep feelings, or some at least perhaps shifts, maybe scratching the surface. Acknowledgements. But our group is going to move into a breath work in a moment. And you're all invited to join us if you're able to, in embodied life for this in Zoom. But we have a safe space, a community of lovers of God and lovers of self, not in the way that we've been trained to believe that we need to avoid, not in a prideful, sinful, quote, sinful kind of love, but a true, deep love of self, the one that God talks about when he says, love your neighbor as yourself. Many of us are learning how to love ourselves back to life. And we're learning how to live ourselves back to love. And we would love for you to join us if you're able to. If this has resonated with you and you feel that you understand what it's like to just put on the mask, put on the armor, and go out there and do you to the best of your ability. And inside, you might be dying. Inside, you might feel like your only hope is when you leave the body. And you don't want to leave the body. You want to be here. You want to be here for your family. You want to be here for your friends. You want to be here for you. You still want to be here. And you want to live a good life, a happy, joyful, free, productive, fruitful, prosperous, abundant life. Well, we welcome you with open arms. And we join with you arm in arm to come back together, come back to the Father's house. And yeah, we'd love to see you. Take a couple of breaths there. Just notice what you notice. Maybe write some things down. Maybe that was a revelation to you like it was to me, this whole concept of anhedonia, and how it has been useful and beneficial to me for many, many, many years in protecting me and keeping me feeling safe in my body. But now I really want more. I do. I want joy. I want life. I want fun. I want my youth restored and renewed. I want to have a lot of fun in my body. And yeah, blessing you, whether you come to the Embodied Life group or not, I bless you. In the name of the Father, Mother, God, in the name of the Son and the Daughter, and in the name of the Spirit and breath. Blessings. Thanks for watching.